Hey, what up? This is Sir Chump. Welcome back to the channel. And right from the get-go, I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm probably not going to use these on a day-to-day basis, but I haven't seen anything with this much potential in a long time. So what I'm actually talking about is these GPU plugins where they use your graphics card to render and process the audio signal. For these plugins, instruments, whatever they're going to end up being, so that it takes the load off of the CPU and stuff. Graphics cards are usually incredibly faster for processing just data and numbers, basically, things that take a lot of rendering. Graphic cards are way better at doing that than CPUs, which is, why if you look at things like data centers or AI simulation, stuff like that, people use graphic cards. The whole mining thing, when Ethereum was on some kind of like whatever thing, they used to use graphic cards for that. Right now I'm at this website for GPU audio. I just saw this the other day and I downloaded them, started testing around for a couple of days. They're interesting, they're cool. I really like their vision and where they're going with this. It's just, I honestly feel like maybe this is just me going based off of previous technologies that I've seen in my life where they promise a lot of things, and if they end up delivering it, it usually takes a while. So my estimate would be this ain't gonna be ready for like day-to-day use until like 3 to 5 years from now. But hopefully I'm wrong about that, So why GPU? Graphic cards have unrivaled computing power, networkability, and scalability that has until now been a pipe dream for audio applications. However, by fulfilling the dream of unlocking the power of parallel GPU core processing, we can finally achieve a democratized standard of audio acceleration for audio producers, from bedroom producers to major studios and live venues, without the need for expensive walled garden DSP hardware. This brings stuff like the UA audio. I think they have like some kind of like hardware component that you can't really run unless you have that hardware accelerator. I guess it has upgradability. It looks like it's talking about like you can add more graphics cards down the line to probably process either different tasks or just more of whatever you're doing, so it can be faster because it's scalable, low latency, and instant results. If you want to build a computer that's going to be able to handle everything, whether it's from processing videos to just doing a bunch of like stuff where it has no effort, build a gaming computer, because gamers are like ridiculous when it comes to power and stuff like that. Low latency. Ooh. Like this all just seems like it's one of those things that it's like, it really seems like it's too much of a good thing, but it also seems like it's also very, very possible. So the period for the beta is now open. Let's actually use it in a real case. So here's like it's the basic, is like the most basic thing that I could set up. It's literally just Serum, a patch. I made sure that I took off the delay, reverb, and I guess right now the chorus. The compressor, it shouldn't really do anything to like the time and stuff that it's gonna modulate, Let's see. Here's what it sounds like, right? Once I turn on the reverb, this is crazy, like for real. Listen. So this reverb, it says FIR convolver reverb, so it uses impulse responses to, I guess, simulate the reverb, My favorite reverbs are like around 5 and 6. Like it sounds super nice. Let's go to the number 1. This one's a little too muddy and like too much for me, even like at low mix. But like I could see that being applied somewhere. Like I can definitely see this being usable, yeah, reverb just sounds so dreamy, like super lush, very like detailed. Like it sounds super like high precision. Like I can't explain it. And I'm pretty sure that the YouTube compression plus my compression of my editing software is not doing it justice. But honestly, this sounds amazing, especially with these headphones. These are the, what is it, Bear Dynamics 900 Pro X. They sound, this reverb sounds amazing with these. Yeah, let's play something else. Again, this is what it sounds normally with no reverb. Got some really low notes. It sounds nice, right? Reverb added. All right, so that's for the reverb, right? Like, it's got some really very, I would say this is usable already, except every once in a while, it'll just be a little bit too much. There's some crackling, you know, the engine, like I guess is being overloaded by it. Doesn't really have any settings. Like it's just the mix and your in-post response. And I guess everything's happening under the hood, which is pretty cool, right? It's a very basic, but very good reverb. Here's the flanger, right? So again, this is what it sounds like, just normal. Now I'm gonna add the flanger. Sounds nice, right? Sounds like just basic, sounds really cool, you know? I don't know if you can hear that or if you'll be able to tell, but every once in a while there's like weird little artifacts that you can hear. Obviously, it has something to do with time and how it calculates things, you know? You can link things and then just like have the left and the right be the same. I've just like made it so that it's the longest one so that it doesn't glitch out on me as much, I guess. I mean, it's probably not supposed to be doing this, but that sounds like a cool effect overall because it sounds like it's bit crushing things. I mean, if it was an intended effect, that'd be cool, but it's not, you know? See, this is what I mean. All right, so that was the flanger, right? The effect out of the three, there goes the screen again. The effect out of the three that have worked the best for me, it's the phaser. The phaser has been the best so far. Let's listen to the chorus. The chorus, I think, here's what I had to do. In order for it to not have a high-pitched weird buzzing, I had to do this like high-pass filter at 1000 hertz right here. Let's take a look at this. Again, this is the chorus. I guess that's the 100% just the effect. It's still got like a bunch of random artifacts, right? I mean, it sounds nice and it sounds random enough that it sounds like, I mean, I've never used hardware stuff, but this is what I assume hardware stuff sounds like. Having no previous experience of actual hardware stuff, at least not like studio hardware like this. Like I've used guitar pedals and stuff like that. They sounded nice, but I was like in a room. I wasn't like wearing headphones, you know? I don't know if like that would make a difference, or I'm going to try out the phaser a little bit. This is the one that to me has worked the best out of the three modulation effects. The overall one that's worked the best for me is the Convolver reverb. That is pristine, amazing like quality, you know? All right, let's go. This phaser is the one that I've experienced the least glitches in terms of like artifacts or crackling. Let's just listen to what the effect is doing. So again, they are like nowhere near ready to have these be usable on a day-to-day basis. But it just seems like there is so much potential. Also, one of the things that I didn't mention, in order for you to use these plugins and for it to not just be crackling all over the place, you have to set your frequency on your audio interface at 96 kilohertz, and you have to set your buffer size at, I think, 256 frames. I think there's something else that you have to do for other DAWs, but mine doesn't like need it, I guess. So, you know, it's been working pretty okay with what I've been doing. So from exploring the Discord, I guess FL Studio isn't supported. Like straight out, and that's the only other DAW that I like have installed right now. So I'm using Cakewalk, and they have like a dedicated Cakewalk like tab in their Discord, which is dope because they're aware of us, you know, like me and like Bam. I think a couple of other people use Cakewalk, but not a lot compared to like how broad everybody is with FL. All right, let's see what this sounds like with a guitar. So again, nothing is being processed from the guitar VST. It's just no reverb, no delay. Let's add the reverb. All right, I want to see how far I can push this. That sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Let's go with the reverbs that I actually liked. This is probably where I would actually use it. I kind of want to try it on like a cleaner patch, just to see what it sounds like. The one that I love is Choral Verb, but let me take off any reverb because I really like just the overall tone of this. Let's see. Let's see what this sounds like without the effect, without the reverb. Right now, let's add the sick reverb. Again, the first one is crazy. Maybe something lower. Let's see what that sounds like right now. All right, so this sounds very realistic to me. Like, it sounds like when I used to practice in my friend's garage. Let's add more of the room to the amp effect. So again, this has the reverb effect, but also the amp simulation so that it sounds like the cabinet is in the room. Let's take off the reverb and then just see what it sounds like with the amp simulation of the cabinet in the room. Is that the room back or the reverb back? Not too bad on guitar. Like, the reverb does not sound bad at all on guitar. Alright, so yeah, that was my look at GPU audio. Definitely not ready to be used like 100% of the time, or just, they would just get that 96 kilohertz thing situated. I could see myself pulling this out a lot more, you know? But yeah, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll just keep an eye on this company and just see what updates they have, and periodically, if there's like a big enough update on their plugins, I'll like take a look at them again. And I just can't wait for them to start releasing a lot more variations in the type of plugins. Like, I could just imagine what a distortion like this would sound. It would be sick, man. Like, I could just imagine it being like, what is it, the Dist Coldfire by Arturia, like elevated like 20 times somehow, like where it's super dirty but also very crisp and clean at the same time. It's nice. All right. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my stuff. Hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload another video or when I go live. Peace.